Happy New Year! 2015, you're watching I Love My Job. We thank you for that. We got a great show tonight for you because we're looking way ahead on 2015 in the field of construction. What's going on now? What's going to happen? What part? Yeah, you can be part of all of this, believe it or not, because we're talking to the gentleman from Zara Construction you're right here on Park Avenue West.
That's correct.
Hey, you're close. Thanks
Yes.
a lot, guys.
No problem.
Glad to have you. We got Matt Hamilton with us. You are the general manager of Zara Construction.
That's correct.
Okay, and project manager is Mark Osborne.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for being on I Love My Job.
Thank you.
And we're not going to ask you whether you love your job or not. We're just going to assume that's the case.
Correct.
Okay, we got 2015. You just heard me say, you just know. We're talking about Happy New Year and big things are going to be happening in the construction business, right?
Correct.
That's correct.
We hope.
And you guys are playing a major role in all of that.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, let me go back. Let's kind of talk about the role that you play. Mark, we're going to start with you. Okay, you are project manager. What does that mean? What does a project manager do for Zara Construction?
Gets everything ready for the jobs, talks to the customers, gets material ready, lines everything up. So once the supervisors go on the job, they have everything ready to go and keep the job running smooth.
Okay, and Matt, you're the general manager.
That's correct.
Okay, that means you're the head honcho, the big banana, so to speak, right?
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean, though, in the construction business?
Just day-to-day operations. Usually I'm one of the first faces the customer will see. I go out onto the jobs, meet with the customers, try to get the job all lined up before it comes to mark. We do a wide variety of work, from insurance work to new construction, small jobs, big jobs. We're a preferred contractor with quite a few insurance companies. Yeah, day-to-day operations, all that good stuff.
Okay, how many employees at Zara?
Is it 28 right now, I think?
Okay. Now, tell me about their skills. Who are these people?
We have skilled carpenters. We have a wide variety of skilled workers, anywhere from installing carpet, drywall, roofing, pretty much the whole gamut.
Okay, so those people are all under your roof.
That's correct.
Now, do you sublet anything?
We do sub
Okay.
some work out, but we try to do as much as possible in-house. And we have a sister company also, Central Ohio Heating, Cooling, Plumbing. So we're able to even keep that,
And that's all part of Zara.
That's correct.
Okay, all right. So there isn't much left over, but obviously there's something under subcontracting that
Yeah.
you do. Okay, all right, great. Okay, now obviously when we're talking about construction, we're talking about a lot of things. I mean, you mentioned the fact you're talking about small jobs, we're talking about big jobs. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the top. Commercial?
Yeah, we helped with the fire restoration of Tritico. It's one of the bigger jobs we've done recently. After the fire happened, we came in and boarded up the property and met with the insurance company, got a settled estimate with the insurance company, and been rebuilding it.
Okay, now when you go in, obviously, let's go ahead. Let's stick with Tritico for just a moment. You go in and you're going to, obviously, you have to come up with an estimate, right? Okay, now, who does that? Who's the analyzer?
That's me.
Okay, that's you.
I go and write the estimate, work with the adjuster to come up with a settled estimate, and we're on an estimating program called Xactimate. So it's a estimating program that majority of the insurance companies use, so there's no haggling over prices. You just agree upon the scope, and that's all there is to it. Now, on an estimate like Tritico, I mean, that's like a 100-page estimate, so it's...
Whoa.
It's
yeah,
big. It's quite an undertaking. So
okay, all right. Let me take the opposite end of that. I come in, Doug Thaker, and I say, Matt or Mark, I want to build a new house out here on Millsboro Road. Who does the estimate there?
Me.
Okay. Again, that's your role.
Once I have some blueprints, we're able to come up with an estimate fairly easily. And again, it's going to be a pretty long estimate, starting, in each room, down from the ceiling down to the floor. It'll be all itemized out, so the customer knows exactly what they're going to get. So there's no surprises. If it's on the estimate, you're going to get that item.
All right, now let me go in between here. I'm taking you all across the bases here. I want to put in a new kitchen. You do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Usually we'll have a kitchen designer come out to help design the kitchen, because everybody always wants to change their kitchen. No one ever likes the layout. So, and the same thing, we started at the ceiling, from drywall insulation down to drywall on the walls, painting, pull knobs, all that good stuff, and down to the flooring, tile floors or whatever they want to go with. The prices will be wide ranging because of the quality of the kitchen.
Okay.
If they want full, wooden cabinets or whatever they want, or particle board size, which will make it a little less expensive. So,
need to take a commercial break. Stick with me for just a moment,
Okay.
won't you? Once again, we're talking to two gentlemen, the general manager and the project manager from Zara Construction. We're talking about building everything from what, commercial buildings?
commercial, residential.
All the way down to residential or all the way up. We're coming right back with I Love My Job. Don't go away. At me. Once again, you're watching, and we're glad that you are, because this is I Love My Job, and once again, we're talking to Matt and Mark, and there was Zara Construction right here on Park Avenue West, obviously, right in Ontario. And once again, as we stated before, Matt is telling us they build everything from commercial buildings to redesign your kitchen.
Exactly.
Okay. You know, you talked off camera, you talked about insurance, and we talked about Tridico. Expand that insurance business on us.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our work lately has been insurance work. And it's enjoyable for me because you can help customers through a hard time with like a fire. We can help the customer with everything, down to their textile, their clothing, their contents that are damaged in the fire, getting all that stuff cleaned. And so we're a full service company.
Ooh,
we're
really comprehensive.
Yep, we're able to help them with everything. And like I said before, majority of the insurance companies, we are a preferred contractor. And so we work very well with the adjusters. And we've been doing this for quite a long time. We've been doing it for about 22 years. So we're able to, assess the damage, meet with the adjuster, agree upon a scope, and get them back to pre-loss condition. I like to say better than pre-loss condition, because most people, want to do some remodeling anyway.
Sure.
And when a tragedy happens, where bad fire or something like that, we're gutting the house or taking it down to the studs, and then guarantee.
Okay. Why don't you blow your own horn for just a moment for Zara?
Yeah.
Why are you the preferred customer of insurance companies?
Quality. Most of our work is done in-house. So we are able to control the quality. We have foremen that work with us that are skilled in all sorts of finish work, carpentry, installing carpets. Our skill is way beyond most contractors, because most contractors sub a lot of work out. We do not do that.
Okay, that's obviously, as you've indicated, extremely important. When we're talking about anything, whether we're talking about kitchens or whether we're talking about bathrooms, and you used the word design. Help me with that.
Yeah, most people want to change up the flow of the kitchen. Maybe they want an island, or they want to move the dishwasher, stove, whatever. We can help come up with a design for their kitchen. Just a layout.
Okay. Mark, those people that work for you, obviously we've indicated these are skilled people, whether it be carpentry or masonry or whatever the case may be. Tell me about those people.
Good group of guys. We've got a range from, like you said, the highest up carpenter that can build $1 million kitchen to guys that use a shovel in a ditch. So everybody works together. We've got one awesome team we put together, and we coordinate those guys on certain jobs and keep the flow going.
Now, you're looking at an old guy. Okay, so I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. And I'm looking back, and you're contemporary, you're today, or maybe even tomorrow. What's new out there in construction?
Oh, geez, that's tough to say. Most of the time, you're talking colors, you're talking just design of a kitchen, like hardware, hidden. It's hard to say because everybody's style is different when it comes to any kind of kitchen design or bathroom design. I mean, back in the old days, they had like pink bathrooms, pink toilets, and stuff like that.
I still got some of that stuff.
But they're trying to get rid of some of that stuff.
Yes.
So the majority of the time, we're replacing those items and going up with some new tile work and or fully tiled showers, getting rid of the old tubs and. But I mean, everybody's different. Everybody wants a different design. What one person may think looks really nice, another one might think they like something totally different.
Okay, this question. One of the issues that I face as a homeowner, everybody does obviously, is that I'm getting these messages all the time, letters from people like Columbia Gas, what I can do to make my home more energy efficient. And of course the billboards read, save money, that's what it's all about. What are you finding?
Energy Star stuff like windows, things that can help save you money. But yeah, that's the main thing. Or spray foam insulation is another good way to make your home energy sufficient.
Now when you're talking about spray foam insulation, now that's between the walls? Is that what we're talking
about? Yep, walls, up in the ceiling. Yeah. Okay,
and of course obviously that's extremely important when we're talking about saving energy. Okay, now what about and maybe I'm dabbling in a field that you got another person that does that.
Yeah.
What about again, furnaces, air conditioning?
Yep, Central Ohio Heating, Cooling, Plumbing. Scott Evans is the one that pretty much the manager of that company. He will pretty much do anything from geothermal down to gas furnaces, electric furnace, all plumbing, PEX plumbing, or copper, wide range.
Okay, now one other thing, let me take you one step further. Again, I got friends and neighbors, primarily neighbors, that have whole house generators. Is that fashionable? Is that what we're doing today?
That is what they are doing, just in case you do have a power outage.
Yeah.
Those things kick right on and pretty much live in your house just like there's nothing wrong.
Okay, now are you finding that people are requesting that more and more, or less and less, or what?
Yeah, we've done a few of them. So yeah, they're out there. People are wanting them.
Okay.
Especially in areas where people are getting a lot of power outage. Last year we probably did about 6-7 of them roughly. Yeah, because I know in my neighborhood, I live in Lexington, and we used to have a big problem with power outage. Now I don't have one yet myself, but I know it would have been nice. I'm doing the old style of just running a little generator.
You're talking about a portable generator.
Getting a portable generator and getting your refrigerator plugged in to keep the food good.
Well, my main thing is keep the furnace running. That's what I want to do. I want that heat. Once again, we're talking to the gentleman from Zara Construction right here in Mansfield, Ohio, Park Avenue West. We're going to continue to talk to the project manager and the general manager about all those things that you would like or need to know. In 2015, this is the year to do it. Coming right back. Once again, 2015, all of the pundits are telling us this is going to be a big year.
Yeah.
The economy is going to continue to roll along at hopefully at a faster pace, and we've skipped over 208, so you guys were able to overcome that particular cave in life, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think it's mainly because we don't just do new construction. We do reconstruction, insurance work, and new builds. We were pretty versatile to be able to do a little bit of everything.
Okay, now we've indicated, excuse me, strongly here that you're located right here in Ontario. Where do you go?
Pretty much an hour perimeter. We do stretch that a little bit here and there, but our perimeter from here. We go up to Columbus, and you know, so it's quite a few counties.
Now, one of the things, excuse me here, Mark, that you talked about, and of course the people that work for you or you, Matt, whatever the case may be, I happen to be on the Board of Education over at Pioneer, and of course, obviously, you're talking about young men and women, as a matter of fact, who are in the construction business. Now, I want you to stick with me for a moment because I want you to tell me about this. It appears, be careful now, it appears that it's difficult to get young people to flow into those particular professions, whether it be carpentry or masonry or what have you, or plumbing or heating. And by the same token, every place I go, when I'm at coffee with my buddies or whoever it is, I say, boy, I can't get a plumber, I can't get an electrician, I can't get this one. What are you finding?
With the Pioneer thing, just last year, actually it was this year, we did a program with Pioneer here in Marshall Park. We built the band stage. Oh yeah. The band show, and we donated some of our time to work with the kids. Yeah. And got some of our supervisors over there and had a little teaching experiment, and worked out well. As far as finding the right person, I mean, 419-525-3613. Call Zara Construction. We can take care of all your needs. Okay. Now, are you always looking for employees or skilled labor, or not necessarily? There's times. I mean, like right now, we're comfortable with what we have. We're always in a growing spirit, I guess you might say. We're always looking for that next person, the next step. So yeah, we're always out there looking. I mean, there's always, applications to look at, and
And we do think it's a plus when we see that they do have some training from Pioneer. Okay, good. So when thank you. Yeah, when we see that on their resume, we know at least they have some training and some knowledge in the construction field, which is great. Matt, again, you or Mark, again, I